Dear students, welcome to Statistics and Dynamics with me, Dr. Loay Al-Zube, and thank you for tuning into this video. This is the third video of lecture 6 of the class, which is about the dot product. I think this is the final video of this lecture. So we've talked about the dot product, what it is, and we used the dot product in the previous video in finding or determining the angle between two vectors. The other good use for dot product is finding the projections of a vector or a force along a particular line or position vector. So in order to do this, a lot of times we need to project a force or a vector of any kind along a particular direction. So in this example, in this image that you see, we have this vector A, and also I have two vectors here, the unit vectors. So unit vector of B is the direction of along this beam, and the unit vector of R is the direction along the axis where A is acting. And if you want to find the projection of A along the beam, there is steps that we can do, and the steps are actually doing the dot product, and that's where the dot product is very helpful. Again, remember this: we have vector A. I'd like to find the projection of that vector along the beam, so I need to find the unit vector of the beam first, and then we can do the dot product between A and that unit vector and the unit vector of the beam to find the projection of A on that beam. So I hope that clarifies that thing. So scalar projection, it's a scalar projection of A along the a line, which is the beam, which is UB. It's another vector, is determined from the dot product of A and UB. I hope that clarifies what are we going to do. So what does that mean in Cartesian coordinates? So let's simplify into 2D dimensions. So if you have a vector A here, and you would like to find the projection of vector A along a line, the blue one here, which is AA, correct? So step 1, you need to find the unit vector of A, so UA, which represents the direction of the line AA. And we learned how to do the unit vector before, which is the vector, A divided by the magnitude of the AA. So that's the unit vector of A. And so we're going to use UA, and then to find, the next step in order to find the projection is to do the dot product between your vector A and the unit vector of AA. And that's going to give us the parallel component of A along AA. And that's what we mean here, that the parallel component of A along the unit vector A here is going to be the dot product. Remember that the result is a scalar. It's not a vector. And from the dot product, from what we explained before, you multiply the x components together and you add them to the y components, and then you add them to the z components. So you have from A, you have ax, you multiplied by the unit vector of x, and ay multiplied with uy, az with uz, and then you find your scalar parallel component. Now, step 3. So remember, we would like to find the projection, and the projection should be a vector. So step 3 for this is that we found this magnitude, which is the parallel component. You need to multiply it with the direction, right? You need, what's the direction? So you multiply that A that we found with the unit vector A, and this is the component of A projected on the unit vector or the line AA. So we have these 3 steps. I know sometimes it might be confusing, but I'm going to explain it more when we solve problems in the class and we practice, which needs some practicing. But if you go back to this example here, we have a unit vector here, you have a vector, you know the vector is in ijk, the unit vector is also in ijk, do the dot product between them, we're going to have a scalar value. That scalar value, you multiply it again with this unit vector to get your projection of A along the beam. So I hope that is what we are getting out of this example. Now, there's another step. So usually when we talk about projections, you have 2 components, one parallel and one perpendicular, right? Which is 90 degrees away from the axis. So to find them, it's very easy. After finding the dot product, so what you do is that you know that any vector is the summation of the parallel component plus the parallel component plus the perpendicular component. If you rearrange this summation, you can find that the perpendicular component can be the original vector minus whatever vector we got here, and that's how you get your perpendicular components. Now we can say that we were able to project A into two components, a parallel one to the line AA and a perpendicular one to the line AA. And this is where we use the dot product. Those are the usages of the dot product. So we learn how to find the angle between two vectors, and we learn how to do projections. The projections, multiple steps, you need to do them in sequence. So first of all, you need to have the unit vector of the line that you are projecting on. You have your vector that you need to project. Do the dot product between your vector and the unit vector. That's going to give you a scalar. Then you need to multiply that scalar with the unit vector that you're projecting on, and then this is your parallel component. And you can find the perpendicular one by just rearranging and subtraction. Okay, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the in-person session to solve problems and practice. Thank you, until next video. Bye.